My dad went to go pretend to hit me or whatever. She jumped
Saturday
over
Night Baseball coming up from Guaranteed Rate Field in the Windy City. Tonight the homestand continues with the first of three between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Masahiro Tanaka gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
In now, Odubel Herrera. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Odubel Herrera.
First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Not even letting the fans settle into their seats, and he's coming unglued first pitch. Nice base hit to the outfield.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin.
One,
to second for
two, double play.
The pitcher covering in time to double them up. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He stole over 30 bases last year. You don't forget about this guy when he's on the base pass. He's a threat to go at any time. 30 stolen bases.
I think I just put it in order.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they have to build off their win in their last game. They were able to break a losing streak. They were finally able to get everybody to relax a little bit. We were able to sit down with the manager pre-game, and you can tell the stress has just come off them.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Indians fail to score. Nothing for the Indians in their half of the first. The White Sox coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Jimmy Nelson gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and this guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A ball and no strikes. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter.
Yeah.
Slapped hard
Down
the
is a base
opposite
hit,
way.
they go back.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Here's Dexter Fowler now,
as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield.
Lindor is there, and he's got it for the first out. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 4-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 2-0 on the way. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Here's Chris Bryant now. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. And the runner will score from second. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. White Sox pick up just the one. Second inning upcoming here on the south side, and the White Sox are out in front, 1-0. Edwin Encarnacion now, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago.
Encarnacion.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Drilled right back up the middle. So the first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today.
Jason.
And, guys, the things I want you...
Let's see.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Line Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Comes set and the 0-1. Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time.
No, he's in there.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
First pitch on its way. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Oh and 1, here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Line hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Here's Brett Gardner now. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Comes set. The 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-2. Got him swinging a splitter that time, and with that the side is retired. Indians strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Evan Gattis now standing in. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
The catcher, Evan Gattis.
Here's the first pitch to him. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Gattis, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
You're sitting here like going like this with it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Exactly.
On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Encarnacion, but it's too late to get them both.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the
That's
out.
how I am. That's how I've been since I've been playing this game. Just how I do it.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yohan Moncada. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Gardner will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. So stepping in.
Who caught that?
The right fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Alright, good. My mom did that defensive.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Softly hit to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. White Sox leave 1. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0.
Welcome back to the south side of Chicago, where the hometown White Sox have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the mound this season. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team."
The catcher.
Sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Don't worry, you'll get to see her again in a couple innings.
First pitch of the at-bat.
I think
And
think
he
it's
popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it
it's just the
down.
way they made it look in the game is what's terrifying. They should have done better.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
It's only over, please go home.
In the
Oh,
air
God,
to center
no.
field and deep
It's a
back into
one-run
center field,
game.
and back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. A solo home run for Brian McCann. Home run number 5 on the year, and with it, the Indians have leveled the score at 1 apiece.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Looks better than her.
So they tied the game on a home run, and I thought that
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to third.
And this is the first game that
Throw on
she's
to
been
first, so a
They
good
added
comeback
in
here
this
as he
year.
gets the first out of the inning.
They added it in the series.
center
They
fielder,
wanted them
Tyler.
to have more of a MLB network thing. These
Into the
MLB
box
network.
now. Tyler
There's some other
Naquin, 1 run in
coverages
and 1
in
gone
the
so
game,
far
and
this inning.
She's one of the reporters that MLB network does.
First offering on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
It's like an MLB network podcast. It's been like that for a couple of years. But they added it in this
There's
year.
a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Oh my God, it's the
The
first
1-2.
ball they took.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Are you serious? That's the first ball they took?
1
Oh my
out,
God.
nobody on.
27 straight strikes, and then they finally take their first ball.
Sharp ground ball
Yeah,
to
I
third.
think so.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like
Now
that
back.
gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the out.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And you can see that these guys are now tied for the top spot in the AL. Swing and a line drive, but foul.
Need to get this guy out. We can't let him score and take the lead. 1 out and fair.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. pulled toward right center field. On the move is Fowler. He won't get there, and it's into the gap. And this will kick off the base of the wall. Now a long throw home. And he's in safely to third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
As we take a look here, it's just a good piece of hitting and good hustle. Driving the second run of the inning home and putting himself 90 feet away with just one out.
Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. And he will make it back to third. Safely, as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Now batting.
Let's get that double play. Let's go.
Jason Kipnis.
So first and third with one away. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Runners are at first and third,
So
one
you
away.
two-handed thing, you look at two-one.
Hey, question for you. On half price books, did you see the holographic dark ball?
I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while.
The 0-2 once more. On the ground to second
Come on.
base. This could be two.
Come on.
There's one. The relay
Yes.
not in
What?
time as he beats the throw by a step.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, now we're down by 2, 3-1.
First offering on its way. Hit out towards second.
Alright, that's it. And you see the tie.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Indians 3 and the White Sox 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charlie Blackmon. He reached on a single in his first try.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Naquin patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Dexter Fowler. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Fowler just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. This one is long.
Fowler.
Look at
Hits
this.
it. Home run.
And gone. An absolute bomb.
Needs to be in the plate.
A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. Second home run early in the year, and the White Sox have cut the deficit to 3-2 now.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hit.
Here's Corey Seager. As he grounds one briskly to short. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Here's Carlos Correa now.
Correa.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on.
3-6-0 for him, 2-5-0 for us.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Drilled to the left side.
Oh, that's gonna
diving effort as it's off his glove.
It's safe.
And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
Some coupons.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Bryant stands at an impressive 6'5", swings the bat and throws right-handed. He's a corner infielder, normally a third baseman, but he's at the other corner at first base here in this one.
Yeah, this guy's got sure hands. You know, sometimes I want to make this point. First basemen get a bad rap because everyone thinks they can just go over there and handle a bag, pick balls in the dirt. Not the case. First basemen cannot be more important to helping out not only the pitching staff when they want to throw over, but also taking errors away from their infielders.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance.
All right, come on, Bryant, let's go.
Straight 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulder. Side retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More from MLB Network. Saturday. Stepping in, Chip Hayes. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Because he knows you're looking.
No, she doesn't. It's not the age of the mailbox.
I don't want to get
This one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
Doesn't look like she's nothing. We got time. Like she's that much older than any of us here. Like, seriously, she young, normally, somebody on
Jump the gun.
Late 30s and stuff like that. Or it's the dude. She doesn't seem too much older than us. I mean, I got friends that work for the post office that deliver mail.
Interesting. She looks like she's older. She has it in the bun.
Okay, she probably has
Not a bit on that swing. He's down 1 and 2.
Good job situation.
You are a whole job situation. Tenfold.
A little low. It's 2 and 2.
You tenfold.
At least I can have that folds.
The 2-2.
It's you kind of stops your mouth kind
in the air down the line in left. Schwarber is after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the throw in gets away from him.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Yeah. That's what he did.
Standing in now, Brett Gardner. As
Lambert
jumps ahead of him here at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched.
Because you know it's you.
Now another 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Hayes stands at second with no outs.
Who is this?
And
Are you
and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I had your mother on speed dial.
Taking in Brian McCann. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Plays off 1-0. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. A ball and a strike to Brian McCann.
I never seen you so excited about
veteran
it.
at 35 years of age. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Yeah, that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
No, I said right down the fucking line.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up. And if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 4 runs, 8 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Fowler. Can't make the play.
How did you miss that?
Fowler will get it in quickly, and that holds the runner at third base.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Bases are loaded here with 1 away. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. He pulls into third safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble, but I think they went with him maybe 1 batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
3 runs already home here. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Scooped up, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
The right fielder, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Now at the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Fouled away. Lindor, the runner at third. Encarnacion on at second with 2 down. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone.
Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base. So they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Hey.
Striding in for the Indians, Chip Hayes. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1. 8 runs, 11 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Boy, and call off the dogs
again
already.
with this shit.
Is down
Come
for
on.
extra bases. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Starters just don't go as deep into games as they used to. Sometimes 5 innings or so, but a guy that gets roughed up for 6 runs early in the game is going to have a hard time even sticking around that long.
And we're down 92.
On the way. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
1-1 the count. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. This one to right field and deep to Gardner. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going as this lead got even wider. That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. But not before they hang. Up next for Chicago, Evan Gattis. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
I have nothing. Just that. And so on. They're down 12-2.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Up next for the White Sox. No one left. Fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Schwarber reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit on the ground to third. Well, he has some trouble with it, but the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox, and this one rolls on. It's 12-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. 8 of their hits have gone for extra bases. So they're not only putting the ball in play and getting on base, they are doing so with authority. And that has this dugout feeling... awfully good about themselves, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Mookie Betts will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 15. That. I know.
Brad Brock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. He's set, and the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Tanaka hasn't had his best stuff today.
Well, D-Row, this is a case of where it looks like the power pitcher is winning out this afternoon. Overpowering stuff from one side. On the other hand, a control pitcher that's having a rough go.
It goes to show you why everybody's so enamored with velocity. When you're a power guy, you can miss over the heart of the plate and you don't get that solid contact. As a finesse guy, if you're not spotting up, damage.
Nice.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The center fielder.
Striding into the box, Tyler Naquin. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
He's a fucking strike.
There's a fastball to start him off, but
That's
that misses for
ball.
ball 1. A ball and a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a
I'm
hitter will see a
halfway through this
fastball in
game
the
and I'm
inside
down
half
by
of the
10.
plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The batter, the shortstop.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor, and his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. He's got a 3 for 7 line. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. The 1-1 home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber has it in his tracks. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 10, Edwin Encarnacion.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Edwin Encarnacion. A couple of walks for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Pereira is off at first with 2 away. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the Sox. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
Thank you, Heidi.
So we're down by 10, and we have 5 innings to get 10 runs. There's 2 runs a game. An inning.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Two and two to Marcell Ozuna.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
3-2 now. Ozuna swings, and it's hit well to
Get over his
left.
fucking head.
But
That's
that'll
gonna
stay
be
in the park
double.
as it's off the left field wall. The relay.
It was almost a home
He's
run.
going to make it. He's in at second base.
Well,
for
let's
the
take the
leadoff
double.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like, and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
For the plate now is the designated
get
hitter,
some runs
Charlie
here,
Blackmon. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
If we just do 2 at a time.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Not
Not even
like
close
that.
on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Bat explodes as this is popped up, and that's the first out.
Outlined individually.
Next for the White Sox, the center fielder, Dexter.
Digging in and looking for the Dexter Fowler. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, man, this
There's like so many that I want.
guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he misses 2-1. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 5.
Here's Corey Seager, 1-for-2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
There's one. 2013.
Left side. Played on the backhand.
Come on!
Pulled out and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox. And this one rolls on. It's 12-2. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. He's gone 3 for 6. In there, strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. On the move is Fowler.
Man, this guy can't catch
And
this
this
shit.
should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Stepping up to the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken, the throw.
He's out.
Not in time as he just does get in there into the throw.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball.
Well,
They're
fuck
leading
you,
big, so
umpire.
there's really
Fuck
no
you.
reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
You're already up 10-2. What else do you need?
0-1, here it comes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Kipnis, the runner at third with no outs. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, man.
This is
People
basically
ask
a
him
fucking
50
football
years from
game at
now
this
who
point.
he hit it off of and what
14-2.
stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for Cleveland, the catcher, Brian.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann.
I'm not lost by
He's
this
set.
much
Here it comes.
effort.
In there
And
for
the
strike
history
one.
of playing this game.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
You need 3 runs in inning to tie.
Fouled off.
Stop hitting foul balls.
He'll try again. 1-2. Splitter. 2-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Lifted the other way down the left field
damn,
line.
this guy won't
And
fucking
that will
quit.
end up a foul ball.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Jesus.
Lifted down the line.
Please
and left.
stop hitting it.
And this will wind up a foul ball. They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. And the
Thank
11th
you.
pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Here's Mookie Betts.
Leading off for the White Sox, the second baseman, Mookie.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is line to
There's
left.
a base hit there.
And a base hit.
Thank
So
you.
early trouble to lead off the inning. Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts.
You know.
No one likes to go down
Don't
looking.
catch it.
Expect him to be a little bit
Thank
more
you.
aggressive at the dish this AB.
Fuck off.
Encarnacion is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Number 13, Evan Gaddis.
1 out for Chicago here in the 6th. And here's a man who's never worn batting gloves, Evan Gaddis. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. Betts, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. A tag for 1. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Up next for the White Sox.
So striding in, Kyle Schwarber. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
If we can score, that'd be great.
From the belt, the pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Mark Hanna will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Liner towards second.
Why at the fucking second baseman again?
Retire the side. White Sox strand a couple. And as you can see, they are way behind.
Thank you for mentioning that. I know I'm well behind, you fucking asshole.
Mark Hanna is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He'll be tasked with starting things as we... Carl Edwards Jr. enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Edwards Jr.
Here's the first pitch to him. Kenna trying to get there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Grounded back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You get more than 1.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
Stepping in now, Tyler Naquin. 0-1 the count. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. Herrera aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. So here's Francisco Lindor now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Pulled toward right center field. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 10. Edwin.
Stepping into the box, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Okay.
The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground at third. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Kipnis.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Kipnis is a 300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
These are the type of hitters that
hits it high and deep out to center field. Out of here to the deepest.
I love how he's still trying to run into the wall. And the ball's over the wall.
This is not funny at all.
So a 3-run
I'm losing
to
by
deep
15
center here.
runs.
Home run number 3.
Okay, that guy continuously trying to run into the wall when he has nowhere else to run. Is he still running into the wall like he should be?
In now, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Come on, man.
Pulled this one into the air out into right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No.
Team doesn't know how to fucking hit.
1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down
Get the fuck out of here. I don't care. Yeah, catch it.
Ball to get them back into this one.
Gardner,
yeah, it's everything in sight when I hit it, but when you guys hit it, it's got to be home run.
The designated hitter.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Charlie Blackmon. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Lifted the other way.
Oh,
out
look,
to
another
left
out.
center. Heading after it is Naquin. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone
Hit it
now.
hard and it still doesn't do anything.
So 2 away. Here is the Sox bat in the 7th. And
They
that'll bring in
haven't
the
scored since like the fucking
hitting
second
outfielder
inning.
Dexter Fowler. First pitch on its way. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
Well, he's done a great
This
job
is
on the
only
hill
like a
throughout this
fucking
game.
football
It's
game.
something
This
to
is
be
an
proud of
absolute
anytime
joke.
you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your
Oh, look, a hit. Something you haven't done in like 5 years.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the play.
And that's caught.
A step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. White Sox leave 1.
No matter how
and
hard
they
I hit it, they
remain
gotta fucking catch it.
behind. Ready to take his hacks again, Chip Hayes, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with
Left fielder, number 11.
And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Standing in, Brett Gardner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and 1 strike. Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded on to first, and there were 2 down. Well, there are blowouts, and then there are blowouts. And this, folks, is a blowout as you get a look at the score. It's not often that you see a road team come into this place and put a whooping on these guys like the one we're seeing here tonight. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And foul, though it had the home run distance. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Fowler will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mookie Betts. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Ready now for the White Sox, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung
any
on
fucking
and
ball strikes.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94.
Tell a fucking strike zone guy.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And another foul ball.
God, can you just hit the fucking ball the right fucking way? Indians don't have a fucking problem, and
Once
why
again, a
we have a
3-2.
fucking problem?
He spoils another one, and we'll do it again.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen.
Say, fuck you.
Oh, just does beat him to the
Fuck
bag,
you.
as that was pretty close. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Now, an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Into the box, Evan Gattis. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1-2. Ready now, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things up.
The designated hitter, Odubel Herrera.
Michael Givens comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Michael Givens.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off we go in the 9th. This is for ball 1. Givens rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
The center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Ready for another shot now. Tyler Naquin. He's 1 for 4 for the game. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Francisco Lindor, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Fowler giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now at the plate, Edwin Encarnacion is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. And they start him out away with a called strike. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Naquin at second. Encarnacion at first. 2 out in the inning. Heading out towards shallow right. Ozuna is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Adam Ottavino, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
One and one to Schwarber. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. So now it's Mark Hanna. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's 1 for 5. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. Kenna playing third base tonight, although he's most often found across the diamond at first.
Well, we know he's got some of the softest hands in the game, the way he's able to pick and help out his infielders. But one thing at first base that doesn't get tested a lot, outside of the 3-6-3 double play, is a throwing arm. We know we've heard it strong, but to go over to third base, I'm going to have my eyes locked in on this guy today.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ottavino, the former Colorado Rocky, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, the right fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
17-3, so he's finding the score again.
Almost out of the inning. Did the last two batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get two quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
In now, Dexter Fowler, as he sends it on the ground.
And
with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 17-3 tonight. Cleveland get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Jimmy Nelson wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Masahiro Tanaka takes the loss after an effort he'd like to forget for the rest of his life. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes.